guys, welcome to T3 Wargaming. My name is Scott.
And Sam.
Oh, that's it. He's officially part of the team. So we've got something a bit different for you for this battle rep. We're still doing Age Sigmar 2000 points. However, Tyler from Warhammer Weekly reached out to me and asked if I could try one of their new war plans, battle plans.
Yeah, that's the word.
Yeah, I think it's Warcoda is the name of it. So I agreed, and we are going to be doing Battle for the Pass, which I will run through with a voiceover of my good self afterwards, just so you get a good idea. For those of you who played 2nd edition, you will know this battle plan. It's very similar to Savage Games, except that the board is lengthways and you only score 2 points for holding one of the middle objectives instead of 2 for each one you hold. So we're going to see how this runs, and yeah, I don't know. How do you feel about this?
Well, we've all played it beforehand, so we all sort of understand the basic premise for it.
Yep.
And it's very similar. No, not similar. We haven't played a short-range deployment besides device.
Yes.
So that part of it's going to be different because the device plays very differently in the fact that turns don't happen until later in the game.
Yeah, it's very slow.
This is going to require you pushing up, so it's going to play drastically to other missions.
Yeah, it's quite interesting actually, because it means we're going to have to move up quicker. So today I'm going to be running Stormcast Eternos. I'm going to be running the Dave Kerr list, which is me and Sam are both going to Big GT in a few weeks, and we expect to see many dragons, many Vanguard Raptors, and so Sam is practicing with many zombies. So he has requested that I use this list just to see how his list copes.
See if you can play it better than Dave.
Oh, that's not difficult though, is it? Like, Dave just goes for the easy winning list, doesn't he? You know? Yeah. Child can pick this up and play it. Anyway, you're bringing Soulblight with 120 zombies.
In vehicles, yeah.
Yeah! 120 zombies.
It's going to be a long tournament when I play it.
Oh yeah, 5 games, that should be great. Anyway, so we will cut to the battle plan, and then we'll take a look at the armies, and we'll get set up and get going.
Yeah.
So for today's battle, we're going to be playing one of the Warcoda Battle plans, which will be Battle for the Pass. Those of you that have played 2nd edition Age of Sigmar will recognize this battle. There are 4 objectives. There is an objective on each player's territory, and the battle will be played lengthways across the board with 2 objectives in the middle of the board as well. So the objective in your territory is worth 1 point. The objective in your opponent's territory is worth 4 points. And if you control either of the ones in the middle, then you get a further 2 points. But that is only 2 points even if you control both. You also score 2 victory points for your battle tactic, and you'll get 3 points for your grand strategy as well. Okie dokie, so we are set up for Battle for the Pass. As I said, very similar to Savage Games, so the objective in your own territory is worth 1, your opponent's is worth 4. If you hold either of the ones in the middle, you get 2 points as well. I have set up, I was a 4-drop because I have a Warlord Battalion. And so I have a Knight Draconis with the Mirror Shield. I have a unit of 6 Vanguard Raptors. Ooh. I have 2 units of 5 Vindictors, a Knight Incantor, and a Lord Relictor. And I also have a unit of 4 Dragons. Boo, again.
Filth.
So I'm in Hammers of Sigmar, so these objectives will be giving me a ward save, and I am also taking 2 Holy Commands. I've obviously got Thunderbolt Volley, and then I've got the Call for Aid as well. as they are both very useful. And that brings me to 1990 points. And on Sam's side of the table, we have...
We've got the Vampire Lord of the Foot, it's my general.
Yep.
The Pack Alpha command trait, so plus 1 CP per turn.
Yep.
He's got Ghost Mist and Soulblight because I have a Warlord battalion.
Yep.
So I will be getting double spells.
Yep.
I've got Gorslav, tasty Gorslav.
Gorslav.
Both of them riding on the train, of course.
Yep.
I've got Manfred von Castian at the back there. He's got
Yep.
the Crepify and Spectral Grasp.
Yep.
And we've got Radikar the Beast.
Yep.
We've got Belladama.
Mm-hmm.
She has Biotransference and Soulpike.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the Balefire Brazier Corpse Cart for the -1 to wound.
I hate this thing. I hate it. It's my arch nemesis.
We've got a block of 60 zombies.
Yep.
Block of 20 zombies. And a block of 40 zombies in the underworld.
Yep.
As you can tell, they're nice and painted.
Yep.
And I have portals.
Spell portals and doggos ready to come on.
Yeah, for summoning. It's all
Summoning.
special summoning
That's
down there.
all
But
summoning.
I'm 1950.
You're
so I've got
1950.
+1 to wound
So
triumph.
you get the triumph, and
Prize sorcery.
you've gone for prize sorcery. I've gone for hold the line. Alrighty, right. So I get to decide who's going first. I think I'm going to go first because I think if I let you go first, you're going to block me out, and then I'm in trouble. So I will take first turn. So we'll come back at the end of my hero phase.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Right, okay, so hero phase is very quick, so I'm probably not going to be doing my hero phases in future turns. All I did was I've gone for aggressive expansion. I picked this and this one. I then went for heroic leadership on my Nitroconus. I got it. And then I translocated, we're using the Lord Relictor over there to grab that objective, make it mine. And then this young lady cast Mystic Shield. And that is all. So we're going to go into my movement phase. Probably not going to be a huge amount going on at the minute. But we'll come back at the end of my turn. I think the end of my turn is probably better. Alright,
Yeah.
we'll do that now. Oh, Vanguard Raptors, so horrible. So in terms of my movement phase, my dragons just moved up here just to grab this objective. There's no real point, but may as well block off this gravesite as well. That's down there. I realised that my Vanguard Raptors are out of coherency, so I've made sure they're in coherency after moving, because I forgot there's a unit 6, because for some reason the leader's on a round base. Thank you, Games Workshop. Everything just shuffled up a little bit. These guys just spread out a bit around here. Obviously, keeping coherency just to stop that one as well. Because we don't want that. Then I shot with the Vanguard Raptors, used my free CP, and killed 18 zombies. Mm-hmm. So there's no charges, so it's just battle shot for UE spending a CP.
Or spend a CP.
Cool. So you're
Just spend the free
spend
one.
the free one from Radikar.
Yep.
Cool. And that's it. So I score 1, 2, 3 points, and got my battle tactics. So fine.
Yep.
5 points. Alright, so we'll go into Sam's turn. Sam, what happened?
Semi-successful hero phase.
Yeah.
Because Bella's out of range of everyone for Dispel, she done Portal.
Yep.
And then done a Lycan Curse up to the long strikes.
You did, but
I did roll 2 mortal wounds, but you saved 1.
Yep.
So that saves you a lot down there.
Hammers of Sigmar.
Then Manfred did a Mystic Shield and an Arcane Bolt up that end.
Yep.
Both of them went off.
Cool.
And then the Vampire Lord on foot did a Ghost Mist.
Cool.
I chose to re-roll that because it wasn't quite high enough.
Yep.
And that's just made that terrain not able to see through.
Cool. You've also gone for a Ferocious Advance.
Yep.
And you
Just
picked
these two
and
the
cart.
Pop's cart.
Okay, you went for an extra CP.
Yep.
Did you get it?
Nope.
Cool, and I went for a Dispel, which didn't really do anything.
No.
So, alright, so we're going to come back at the end of your... Do you think there's going to be any charges?
No.
Alright, so we'll come back at the end of your turn.
Yeah, your turn.
Alright, cool. Okay, so there's been some movement. So, Sam, talk to me. What moved? What you doing?
These zombies ran up.
Yeah.
Got a measly 2.
Woo!
And then these zombies moved up with their straight away with the 6 for the CP.
Yep.
Ran Radikar up.
Yep.
Rolled a 1 for the run on here, so it sort of made I have to shift over this way a little bit.
Yeah, but you are within
Unfortunately.
3 there, yeah?
Yeah, they're both within 3.
Yeah.
Moved them up around here, ran them up.
Yeah.
Moved Belladama into the terrain. With
Yep.
Lovely foliage on this, it makes it annoying to put her down. Manfred was tempted to go up here, but he leaves a big hole if he does and fails his charge.
Yeah.
Manfred's ability to go in, do an arcane bolt, a stomp, and then piss off again.
Yeah.
If I fail the charge, he's up here by himself, and I've got a big hole where you can
Yeah.
bring dragons or long strikes down.
Yeah. Which is going to be a 9-inch charge because if you get too close to me, I'm just going to redeploy.
Yeah. And then summon some dogs.
Yep.
Give you Lookout Sir as well as Palmer Wounds for Bella.
Yep.
Just to screen off a bit more at the back there.
Some friends.
Yep, and
Awesome.
that's pretty much it.
Awesome. So you get 1, 2, 3 points.
Yes.
So 3 to my 5, and then
Yep.
we will roll for priority. For turn 2, Sam gets a lovely 4, and I get a lovely 1. So it's going to be up to Sam. What's the thought here?
1, 2.
What do you think, Saxon? Do you think he should take it? I think he should. Yeah.
I think it might be wise for me to give it away here.
Yeah.
Because the way scenario works, you can burn these 2 points, or one of them,
Yeah.
just like any other one.
In turn 3.
Yeah, turn 3. So I want to go for either have the double
or the option to burn.
Yeah.
All right, that makes sense. All right, so you're giving it away?
Yep.
All right, so it will be Stormcast turn 2. Alright, so Vanguard Raptors are the worst thing in the world. They really are. Okay, so in my hero phase, I have gone for Monstrous Takeover and I picked the Dragons.
Yep.
They then use their. I went for a Heroic Leadership, got it on the Nitroconus. I then used the Dragons once per game free move to move across and get 3 of them within Radical. I then use the Nitroconus' once per game ability to make them shoot. Put 5 wounds on Radical.
5 wounds on Radical.
5 wounds on Radical, and then I Thunderbolt volleyed with the Vanguard Raptors and just finished him off.
To the wound.
To the wound, but there is no Radical, which is a big threat, which is now gone. This poor hole where Radical used to be.
Yep.
And then on a tilt, the Dragons could charge, but I wasn't going to charge them anyway, because you don't have to charge. It says you can charge. And then I went for a heal on with the Lord Relictor on those guys. He failed roll 1, took a wound, saved the wound with the Hammers of Sigmar.
Yep.
Nonsense. And then I got Mystic Shield with my Knight Incantor again. But that is all. We're going to go into my movement phase. Probably not going to be any charges from me again, so we'll just come back at the end of my turn. Cool. So for my turn, I just so I've done all the dragon stuff. So the dragons have moved back over here to get me my battle tactic. I was 6 inches away. Sam decided to redeploy. The zombies managed to get a 6, and they buggered all the way up over there.
Yep.
This guy moved over to here. I actually forgot to shoot with him, so he's just going to shoot. So he'll shoot at this unit and do nothing. So it's all good. Vanguard Raptors opened up, killed another 14 zombies.
Yep.
This young lady moved over here to zone out this gravesite. That gravesite is still zoned out over there, which is all fun.
Yep.
Fun and games. And
that's it.
That's it for my turn. I'm being very not aggressive, defensive, I guess. Because I just don't feel the need, because I'm racking on points and you're going to have to catch me.
Yeah.
So an interesting battle. If the other one was worth 2, I'd be way ahead.
Yeah.
Which would be a huge problem for you. So I can see why Tyler has decided to only have one of them.
Yeah, I think having a long board like this, if you have any movement or teleport stuff, it instantly puts you ahead, because even against Gargant's, the board's so long. that it's hard to push up, and it just favours the armies that can teleport or move quite far.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unlike the other one where you can push everything up in one go.
Cool, so I score another 5 points.
Yep.
Alright, so we'll come back at the end of your hero.
Yep.
Alright, Sam, talk us through your hero phase.
Hero phase starting off. Manfred did a Mystic Shield.
Yep, sorry about the background noise as well, sorry guys.
Mystic Shield down here.
Yep.
Then he went for a Decrepify, which he failed on a 4.
Yep.
Because he's not Verkos, he can't reroll that.
Yep.
Vampire Lord on foot, done the Ghost Mist, the train piece here. And then Belladama went for a Soul Pint, got it off, but the dragons ignored on 4 up and they ignored it.
They did.
And then I rolled a 10 to do Lycan Curse, but he used his Auto Dispel Scroll because I would have just turned one of them into a wolf.
Yeah.
And that's my hero phase done, and I brought back 3 zombies down here.
And you've gone for aggressive expansion, on those 2.
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll go into the movement phase. Probably going to be some charges this turn.
Yes.
So we'll come back at the end of your shooting phase.
Yep.
Alright, so what's going on?
We moved a lot.
Yeah.
We moved the zombies up 10.
Yeah.
With the Vanguard ability for Swift.
Yep.
We've also used the command point to make them move 10, which I believe is how that works.
I believe so,
We
yeah.
couldn't remember if there was a fact or something for it or what happens there. They just used the free CP from the Vampire Lord.
Yeah.
Manfred moved up. The Corpse Cart ran its fabulous 6.
Boo.
Gorslav sitting in the trees.
Yeah.
The dogs moved up. Bella stayed where she is because she doesn't need to be anywhere else.
Nope.
And
So we're just going to go straight into charges.
I just want to quickly measure something before. Yeah, no, yeah, okay.
Alright, okay.
All good. So we'll go for a Manfred charge.
Manfred.
Going
3 inches, he'll make it.
He'll make it.
Maybe I should have redeployed.
So he's going. I'd sort of need a 9 to even get anywhere over the back. So it's not really worth me redeploying anywhere.
No?
I don't need to reroll it or anything, I don't think.
Alright, so you go in for in?
I'll go down here.
Cool. So I'm going to unleash Hell with the
I
Nitroconus.
can't stay out of his side.
And then we will go into your combat phase where all these things have got 6-inch piling, so they're going to go wherever they want.
Yep.
Alright, so we'll come back at the end of your turn. Okay, so that was an eventful combat turn. What happened, Sam?
So we went with Manfred.
Yep.
I used my +1 to wound.
Oh, yeah.
Triumph. on his guest to there, everything hit. Oh, sorry, 1 missed, and then I rolled 3 ones.
Yeah, baby.
And that gives that if that had done any damage, it does +1 hit on each of them, or +1 attacks. That failed. He failed his next one as well. It was only Ebon Claws that done some damage to them.
Yeah, you did 1 wound.
Yeah,
in the end.
Yeah.
He then attacked back, but nothing. I did nothing back to you because those wounds came from charging me.
I'm on 2+ save.
Yeah, and then you managed to kill 4 of my dudes over there.
Yeah, with zombies as well. Some of the zombies, so I got 2 extra zombies back.
Yep.
I used the CP to kick them around.
Yep.
And then that's it.
Yep. So you get another 5 points, takes you to 8.
Yep.
So 10 to 8, and then we'll roll for priority. Quite interesting because I reckon whoever wins this would want to give it away.
3.
I get a 5.
Yeah.
Do I want to give it away? No, I think I've got to take it because these zombies are threatening my Vanguard Raptors.
Yeah.
So you would retreat out and then pile in straight over there and steal that. So I need to get rid of these zombies. Alright, so we'll come back at the end of my hero phase.
Yep. Half an hour later.
Half an hour later. Okay, so I completely forgot to record my charges and stuff.
And then rolls 2 6s.
Yeah, no, and I rolled 2 6s. Just naturally. Alright, so what did we do? We moved the dragons up. I've gone for a killer battle line on the massive unit of zombies that was here.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them are dead now, thank you to Vanguard Raptors and Dragons and Nitrochronis, all unleashing their firepower in. And then with charges, the Dragons only got a 7, which allowed me to tag the dogs, but it means that Dragons probably only going to get to fight with their claws and their tails.
Mm-hmm.
But it should allow this dragon to get on the objective as well. Other than that, my unit of 5 Vindictors from over there came over here to come and kill those because they now count as 3 on an objective, so I've got an extra 15 on there now. So I'm probably stealing that point back if I'm lucky. This young lady came here. She's still zoning out this point a little bit. It means Sam will have to bring his zombies over here or way over here if he wants them. And so we'll come back at the end of my turn and see if I've managed to actually kill that unit. Alright.
A child has emerged.
Okay, so dragons managed to kill the unit.
Just.
Which is what I was worried about, but they managed to kill the unit.
Yeah, because my idea, if you didn't kill one of them, sloop right in there.
Yeah. And what's even better is I managed to steal that objective back.
By one.
By one.
Yeah.
With just one zombie death, I was able to do it.
Yeah, 19 to 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because they count as 3 now.
Yeah, which is great. So that's everything. You attacked back, you put like 1 wound on a dragon.
Yeah.
You put a few more onto Knight Draconis and you killed one of the Vindictors that made the charge.
Yep.
But that is everything. So I scored another 6 points because I managed to kill the zombies with the dragon. So
and I failed the 5 up to bring a unit back.
And you failed your 5 up, which is great because that would have been 30 more zombies somewhere, which nobody wants. And so we're going to go into Sam's turn 3. As it stands, it's 14 to 8.
Yep.
Okay, Sam, talk to us what happened here.
So we've gone for broken ranks down here.
On this one lady that has 1 wound left.
And then what we've done a Belladama, done Spell Portal.
Yep.
And she cast Lightning Curse.
Turn one of those into a dog.
Done 2 mortal wounds down there. Luckily, you saved 1.
Yep.
So kept that alive.
This is really important because
4 points in this.
4 points there.
Manfred then done Spectral Grasp.
Yep.
Which you dispelled.
I did.
He then done Arcane Bolt.
Yep.
And then he also done, that was him, and then the Vampire Lord on foot did Mystic Shield.
Yep.
So I've got that all on him down here.
Yep. And that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Cool. So we'll go into your movement phase.
Yep.
And I think Manfred's probably going to be over here somewhere. Alright. Sam, talk to us about your movement.
So movement phase, Vampire Lord retreated out, down
Coward.
here. Gorslav moved over here and summoned some zombies. Corpse Cart moved up, still with the dragons. Belladama moved further into the cover. Manfred retreated all the way over here.
There's a lot of retreating going on.
Yeah. I've got a dog that's just going to stay in combat down there.
And then
And then I brought up this.
40 zombies.
Yeah.
Unpainted zombies, so they're -3 to charge. Alright, cool.
And that's my only charge is down here.
Alright, so you need a 9.
It's not
And he gets a 4.
That's fine.
Alright. Okay, so monster actions then, I guess.
Yep.
Right, we'll come back at the end of your turn. Sam, talk us through your turn, mate. Your combat phase, what happened?
Yeah, so zombies failed. They needed to get one mortar wound through. And then
They did, which means you're very bad tactic.
Yep. Manfred failed to do a D3 mortar wounds Mystic Shield. Arcane Bolt to them because they spell ignore.
Yep. You did manage to get 8 wounds on the dragon, though.
Yeah, 8 wounds overall.
Dragons didn't really do a lot.
No.
But a couple of wounds on Manfred, and that's
Zombies
about
down
it.
here died.
Yeah.
But however, on our fighter, they didn't kill anything. No.
No. Yeah, and that's it. Nothing happened over there. We just slapped each other. I'll just spend the 1 CP I've got left.
Yep.
There's no point. They only lost 1 anyway, so I'm pretty sure they're fine.
Yeah. Bravery 7.
Probably. But even so, I'll just spend the CP. So
Yeah, that's right.
it doesn't matter. Alright, so you score 1 whole point.
Yep, that's right.
Alright.
I'm hoping for the. Oh, you got count 10.
Yeah,
I'm hoping
so-
for the double turn. They'll have to sort of play for it here for a big swing, stealing your 1.
Yeah. Alright, so roll for priority then. Let's get this done. He rolls a 1 and I get it. I was going to say anything but a 1, but I thought, no, I won't do that, and he did it anyway. So I'm going to take it, because I'd be stupid not to.
Yep.
And we'll go into my turn 3. We'll come back at the end of my turn. At turn 4, sorry.
Neither side's your good side. Just pick. They're both bad.
Okay, so during my turn, Sam really needed the double, but let's come down and have a look. So I was very lucky in the hero phase that his lightning storm went off and killed the dog.
Yeah.
Which freed these up to move, and also meant that they could shoot and not at the dogs. Nitrocanus moved over, these guys moved over, she's on a one target crater bat cell, and then we went into the shooting phase. I also went to kill the general because he was on 4 wounds and right next in combat with my dragons, which meant he was probably going to die, especially with the Nitrocanus coming over.
Yeah.
So
Dragon Breast bullshit. Because there's no hit dice. It's just straight mortal wounds.
So in the shooting phase, my dragons opened up, killed the general, put a few wounds onto Manfred, which then allowed the Vanguard Raptors to all-out attack and just obliterate Manfred. Which is good because he was a problem. He was threatening our back line, which the 4-pointer was in real risk, and if Sam had got the town, I think we'd be in a very different situation. However, my Nitrocanus went in, killed some stuff. He's taken a few more wounds though, so he might be dead next turn. I did lose a dragon, which meant that I had to spend a CP to stop another one running, because the -1 bravery is very strong. Like, people don't think bravery is that important, but it really is when it comes to losing a 9-wound dragon. I don't want to take the risk and roll that 6. I'd rather spend the CP. Okay, so yes, I scored 7 points that turn. Sam got 1 for killing a dragon, and so we're going to go into his turn 4.
Yep.
Alright.
Good and bad.
How are you feeling?
Good and bad, because I killed his general with the zombies. So I don't get the extra point, and I don't have a battle tactic to do that.
Yep. That's not good.
No, but it is good in a way that your general's dead now.
Yeah, that's
so you don't
true.
get an extra CP next turn.
Yeah.
I did take this point here.
Yep.
And I've set up for another double, so hopefully I can finally get something to try and steal this one as well.
Yes. Which is good. So you get 3 points.
Yeah. Because I got to get an extra point because I've already killed a monster this turn.
That takes you to 13.
Yep.
So current
really
stance
matter.
21 to 13.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, because if you get that one, you could get 7, 8, 9, 10 points.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, possibly 10.
So I killed one Unite on a 2-up.
Oh yeah, zombie back. Another zombie dragon.
I've got 2. And on a 5-up,
You get
the wolf. Because I killed a unit on a 4-up. I don't think I've got anything else. Yeah, just the 4-up to wolf.
Can you get half a wolf back?
Half rounded up. Rounded up.
Yeah. You don't get it anyway.
Nope.
And then we'll go for priority.
You can roll first this time.
Okay. I get a 5. And you get a 6.
I will take it.
This is why you always roll second, people. T3, Wargaming, priority tip number 1, always roll second. Alright, so you're taking it?
Yep.
Alright, so you're going to have 1 CP and I'm going to have 2 and we'll come back at the end of your turn. So Sam needs his support dog after that. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to talk about the battle plan, what we thought about it, as well as the game itself. So to begin with, yes, Stormcast victory.
Yep.
Quite comfortably as well.
Yeah.
We called it at the top of 5 just because we worked out Sam just could not get enough points to catch up. So, alright, to begin with, what did you think of the battle plan?
The battle plan is super skewed. If you have a teleporting army, it's the same as Device, but Device works differently because it's a slow push anyway.
Yeah.
Because the first 2 rounds you're sitting on your own objectives in the home and you're matching score for score.
Yeah.
If you have a teleporting army, you teleport in the mid board or even box them in, and it's pretty much game from there.
Yeah. All you've got to do is box in your opponent, and if they can't get to the objectives, they're screwed.
It's so far away.
And one massive thing about it is I think if they were to adjust this battle plan, make the territories halfway.
Yeah, 100%.
Because Savage Spearhead's so difficult to get. It's really difficult to get, and considering the objectives are in the middle of the board, you don't want to be...
Yeah.
I mean, I know you're trying to grab your opponent's back objective, but your opponent is just going to swarm it.
I feel it's a win-more thing. If you're on your opponent's back objective, you're already getting Savage Spearhead there.
Yeah.
Or you've got a teleporting army and you're threatening their back objective the whole game, so you're getting a Savage Spearhead.
Yeah.
My army has that ability, but it was zoned out at the start.
Yeah.
And then I have no way of pushing up because we're fighting in the middle.
Yeah. I don't think it's terrible, but I just think it needs work.
Yeah, it skews too hard.
Yeah, and I didn't need to grab your objective.
No.
I felt at no point did I need to come grab your home objective because I was getting my points and you were struggling so hard.
Yeah, I couldn't even push past your army a lot of the time.
Yeah. Because
the board's so thin, you're trying to get past the other person's army. So if you have a flying army as well, you just fly to the top and you threaten their back objective. Device works well because you fight in the middle at the end. You slowly push up, and that's where you congregate in the middle. Whoever has the best decision making of when to push in early gets the win, whereas this doesn't lean towards that at all.
I think this battle plan also rewards what's killing the game currently, which is long range shooting. Mortal shooting, hero based shooting, because the bow snakes, the raptors, the sentinels, they can all just sit on the back objective. Just sat there quite happily, and because you've got to fight in the middle to get the middle objectives, they can just shoot anything that's sat on those objectives, and there's no hiding.
Yeah, and big units like the dragons with a 4 block can block out half of the board. Like if you line up on a line, it's half the board blocked out because it's so thin.
Yeah, so you've got to get through like 36 wounds worth of 3-up save dragon.
You could do that with Varangard, you could do that with any bigger tanky unit that doesn't even die to really mortal wounds, which Stormcast have.
Yeah, All right then. So how would you fix this?
Territory straight away.
Yeah.
I think maybe the point skew could be less on the back objectives.
Yeah.
Maybe it could be maybe 1 for the middle objectives and 2 for a home objective. Mm-hmm. So if an army is able to push onto there, it's strong, but you can still push the other way and get the 2 middle ones.
Yes. And make it 1 for.
Yeah, because Savage Spearhead works because you're fighting in the middle, but it's a long board.
Oh, you mean Savage Games?
Savage Games, sorry.
Yeah. Savage Games works. I know some people didn't like the change from from any to each for the objectives, but I think it works. Like, I know it skews the points, but it also forces you to spread out.
Yeah.
Spread thin. Whereas I could have easily on this one just camped half my army on my home objective, half an objective, and then I can just threaten both of your objectives.
Yeah.
From turn 1, and you've really got to think about what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's okay. I just think one definite change is the territories need to be hard.
Yeah.
Because Savage Spearhead.
And I don't even think in the current meta long boards work like this.
No, I think that's why the Vice is designed to be a slow game.
Yep.
Because it doesn't reward. Because you've got 3 turns almost.
Yeah.
Where the long range shooting, unless it's super long range, is not getting anything.
That's right. Yeah. I think that's why the Vice works.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
It's okay, but it doesn't work like it used to in second.
I wouldn't put it in any tournament play.
No, probably not.
It leans into whoever's strong in the meta at the moment, which is teleporting shooting.
Alright. Yeah. Other than that, how do you feel with the game?
The game at the start was not too bad.
Mm-hmm.
I feel I had to do, because you have got enough damage to take me out. Like, I still had plenty of zombies around. I just have to, I'm not sure if it was me just trying for a strong double turn, which I never got anyway, besides the turn 1 when I didn't need it anyway. But the points for this mission's a bad matchup against me with shooting and hard hitting flying dragons. Yeah. On a longer, when the board's the other rotation, it works more because I can swamp out or I can move around. Mm-hmm. And because it doesn't take me half a game to get towards the other end of the board, I can threaten long range shooting. I can do pile-in shenanigans because there's a lot more room to play around with. Yeah. This board was very cramped.
Yeah. As for Stormcast, I don't want to say they're really boring, but they are so easy to play.
They're very forgiving.
It's not. There wasn't any point during that game where I was like, oh my god, I've totally lost this.
Yeah.
Because they are very forgiving, like unrealistically forgiving. Like,
you've got too many outs. Your 1 failures are rolling ones.
Yeah, it was like, oh no, you're going to kill that one Stormcast dude. Cool, I'm going to get a unit back, which I never ended up using. Yeah. I still had that at the end. I've got the Thunder Fire Volley, which can annihilate a unit. Killed Manfred, I killed Radikar.
With no repercussions. Because you can do a prayer to get them out of range. Yeah. You can translocate them possibly if you had the right command trait, rerolling ones. Yeah. I think that's what I'm going to pull up. Like, that pulls things out of danger straight away because it doesn't have the restrictions of can't be in combat, or can't shoot, or can't move. Yeah. It's there's a reason why it's at the very top, and it's why it's brain dead. Yeah. It's a brain dead army to play with. As mean as that sounds.
The 4 dragons is good.
Yeah.
Like, it's a massive unit that you're running around and it does a lot of work, but you want it to do a lot of work. But the Vanguard Raptors are too much. Yeah. 480 points, and they killed Radikar, Manfred, had a lot of zombies.
And they don't cop any repercussions because they're not getting combat, so they can just do whatever they want. And then
especially on a board like this, where they're going to sit at the back with no threat.
Yeah, you didn't even have a screen for them or anything. I just couldn't get to them because the board's too long and your dragons blocked me up. Yeah. Even, I think the zombies, not zombies, the dragons had too many rules on them, but as everyone said, like, spell ignore
was really strong.
The shooting that you can't ever add minuses to, and it's just straight mortal wounds. If it was damage, it would be a bit different, so saves would work. Whereas the only best thing we've got is a 5 after save, and that's on Nurgle.
Yeah.
So you're going to kill any character you go into unless you roll poorly, because on average is about 7 mortal wounds out of 4 dragons. So that kills anything you need to.
Yeah. So what do you think about Vic GT now? Because we know Vic GT is going to be a shark tank of some of the best players in Australia. How are you feeling right now?
I think no one's building horde clearing, and hordes will do well. Just no one wants to play hordes because you're going to die at 5 turns of 5 games.
Yeah,
because it's a 5-turn army, and people need practice playing with hordes. Otherwise, you're just too slow in your timeout, and no one wants to time out.
Yeah,
and especially when you score late game.
Yeah.
If you scored early game and you time someone out, it's still bad, but you get the win out of it.
Yeah.
Whereas in this sort of build, you have to play quick, and if people are trying to slow play, I think it's going to
be that's an issue. Luckily, not so much an issue nowadays.
No.
Because hordes aren't really a thing at the minute, like you said. After playing this list, I don't want to take Stormcast.
Yeah, that's what you were tossing up.
I was tossing up between Doors King and Stormcast, and I would be bored, unfortunately. And that's sad. Like, I don't want to be bored. This army is Stormcast cool.
Yeah.
They're a really cool army, and if you've just gone into the game and you picked up Stormcast, all power to you. Have fun. You'll do well.
Your friends will just hate you.
Mate, yeah, just don't bring the 6 Vanguard Raptors, because they do take this army from snooze level to just why you even here.
Yeah, because you're just auto doing stuff. 2s and 2s.
2s and 2s,
for
6
no
and 2 mortal wounds for 30 inches away.
Yeah, doing it twice.
And you can teleport before you do it.
Yeah.
Or you can declare it and then teleport and do it. It's too strong. It's too much. And I would understand why some people would maybe rage quit a tournament because of it.
Yeah, when there's no counterplay, shooting never has counterplay because you don't get to make attacks back, you don't get the damage, then you just roll, and then all your failures, you're like, oh, there's all my failures, and then it goes to models, and that's it.
Alright, one last quick note then. Anything you liked about this battle plan?
It made the decision for removing an objective in turn 3 a little bit different because you could never score on that point, but they can never score on your point if you hold both middle ones. So if you remove an objective, it forces them to come to you because then they have to score there. But if you leave it there, that means they're going to sit there, because I was contemplating, do I leave both on there? Because your dragons would just sit there, but then they could tail end onto your objective and shoot at my army still. Or you could just negate your dragons, move somewhere else, and just put a hero on there, and I've got to challenge it something else. To be honest, I didn't really like it.
Alright, that's fair.
Yeah, besides that one point, it's a bad mission. I don't like it.
Well, I'm going to try one of the other ones, and we're going to try that with Nicole probably in the next video, and we'll see how that one plays. But thank you for coming. Thank you for playing. You're becoming a regular on the show now, which is good. It's always nice because you've got plenty of armies. So maybe after Vic GT, we'll get your Skaven or your Gloomspite.
Stonehorn and Gloomspite.
Yeah. Cool. Well, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. If you really like this, please consider joining my Patreon. And that's it, really.
Can I give a shout out to my own podcast that you're on?
Oh yeah, go for it.
I just started a new podcast called Unidentified Wargamer, and it's an interview podcast interviewing people in wargaming, not necessarily Age of Sigmar. So I wanted to try and get other people from other wargaming scenes.
Yep.
But Scott was the first guest I had on there. And then next episode is
keep that
Gabe.
forever.
I've got Gabe going on.
Yeah, you've got Gabe and possibly Matt Daly coming on.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Both very good people, and hopefully we can identify them.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, thanks for watching. Links to Warhammer Weekly will be down below. If you don't know who Vince and Tyler and Tom are, you've obviously been living under a rock. Please go check them out. Vince does amazing painting videos, and Warhammer Weekly is great to just sit and paint too.
It's very in-depth.
Very in-depth.
You learn a lot.
You do learn a lot, and they really go in deep, and they're really knowledgeable. So please go check them out, and we will see you next time.